I don't see it. But hang on, I'm picking up in the clan. It's fine.
Seems to be live.
I think we love God. We should be pretty live.
Can't stop this.
What's the first map, please?
I organised the games. I didn't organise that one. No, we had to pick up.
Are they all in there? Jake's gonna make you party leader and leave.
I
Or do you want
think
me to
that would
play?
be problematic since I don't see the in-game chat.
No problem, I've got it.
So I probably can't invite players after that.
Well, I'm gonna make the two of Jake's. I'm gonna make you referee on this. I'm leaving I'll leave the lobby as soon as the game starts. So that we don't get lag.
Alright.
Where is... Oh, there he is. Jonna says we live, just check.
Saying that we're going to have. Okay, sent. So not like
We should be. Just got the notification from Trovo. Alright, yeah, we're live. Cool.
got 6 viewers already. Nathan Kirk.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm leaving. Jake's, I'm making you lobby host, and I'm leaving.
Alright. Yeah? Two casters today, by the way. I think that's rather high count for those clan. Anyways, we'll see though. You're observing that? Or should I? Alright. Alright, Arian. Bottom left. By the way, you can follow my camera by clicking Control O? No, wait. Shift O? Alt O? One of these keys should work. Damn it, Blizzard. And his opponent in the top right, playing for CSO, is Firestar. Alright, PvP. I think I had a conversation with Tava regarding that yesterday. Are you a fan of PvP? Yeah, got actually locked in, I think. No, no, didn't. But, I don't know, like that probe is pretty sneaky down there. And getting into the pylon in your opponent's base is always a nice thing. Especially if Firestar has no idea about what's happening. Yeah, like, absolutely zero. Meanwhile at home, King Cobra is breaking free of his opponent's pylon. And this probe is in a very nice position. If King Console at some point decided to yeah. Yeah, with the high ground, King Console should be good there. Already the first shots. Losing half the HP of one of the stalkers is Firestar. Already not that amazing of a start. King Console with the robo behind that. What's the attack for Firestars? Behind that, oh, he's just gonna go expand. Yeah. Oh, one stalker already falling. Firestar, definitely. Yeah. Well, that one stalker can make a rather big difference. Yeah. I mean, he could even build some tech there if he decided to. At this point, though, Firestar decided to walk his stalkers across. Just gonna go in there. There is literally nothing to defend except these probes. His stalker's not deciding to do anything. Like he would have to commit right now, either to the base raid or to the recall. But for now, yeah, and he does so. Move commanding in at first. Now taking out the two lone stalkers trying to defend the natural air. Firestar getting big. Yeah, looks like it. Though I think King Console just has the bigger numbers. Firestar not really focusing anything like the pylon, whatever. Killing anything. There goes the recall. And these are way too many stalkers for Firestar to take. Yeah. And actually, I take back everything I said. King Console killed like most of the tech that Firestar had. But look at the workers. Like, oh yeah, that's unfortunate. Alright, I don't take back anything. King Console will just walk in and win the game. Yeah, that was rather quick. Yeah. Apparently we can't hear you on stream.
Oh well.
Um,
I wonder if you can hear me now. Hopefully that's made a difference.
would be kind of unfortunate if we couldn't hear you, but yeah, maybe report back if it's if it's better now. We'll be sure to check that out.
I think Firestar's just been kicked from the party.
Yeah, he lost.
Yes, that's correct. It's a best of one. Do you know
Yep.
who the next player is for Team CSO?
I do not know. I can't check though. Give me a second. Need to scroll up a little. It's Jay Priest apparently.
Let's see if I can.
So this should be.
Party. There we go.
I'm not sure what the format is exactly, but probably Jay Priest not gonna play King Console. Not correct?
I think we're good. Yeah, I think Jay Priest has just joined and romanticized
Yeah, alright.
the next man.
Let's see if he can take that W. Once all
5 out of 6.
in the lobby are ready. This doesn't make sense. The party leader apparently hasn't accepted. Okay, here we go. Alright, are we ready?
And CVP up next. This should be a bit more interesting. I've seen Void Rays drop out of the meta a little bit. In sort of like the metal leagues where I play, Void Rays don't seem to be the main opener. Protoss seem to be going back to Stalker, Immortal, Sentries. What do you think of what's going on, or are you still finding a lot of Void Ray openers in ZVP? From like I know you've been streaming quite a bit for CSO and all that. Is it still always Void Rays?
I mean, Void Rays are still a very popular choice. Let's say it like this.
Game 2 starting up with Team Platoon with a 1-0 lead thanks to King Console.
Yeah, let's if Jay Priest can bring it back for CSO. If Platoon's gonna go up 2-0.
CVP on
And let's see how many Void Rays we'll have.
I hope not.
Well, I guess we'll see. Spawning in the top left corner of Romanticide. Playing for Platoon, we have King Console.
And in the bottom left, playing for Team CSO, we have Jay Priest, Red Zerg player Jay Priest. no early probe out of King Console across the map. And I wonder if he's going to do a gateway scout. Seems like it.
Yeah.
Gateway scouting. Standard opener from both players, so not too many shenanigans early on in the game.
Probe will look around, see that everything is as expected from the Zerg. Standard hatch gas pool build out of their priest. Gonna tickle the hatch and then continue into the main. By the way, chat, can you hear Linglet now? I mean, I guess so far we haven't had any more complaints, so...
It's a good thing. I hope that's the last of any technical issues we have. The drone from J Priest just popping into the left-hand corner of the base to see if there's no sneaky pylon added in there. The probe did wander off
Yeah.
there. J Priest, good to see he noticed.
Making sure King Console isn't gonna like proxy file on there. Like he could have last game as well.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Yeah.
He did get the warp prism out, and the warp in on the other side definitely pushing his stalker count high and giving him the win there. Other than that, just standard opener on this side. 2 gates and a cyber core. Keep that wall off. Overground, overlord on the high ground. Spotting absolutely everything. Couple zerglings from J Priest scouring the top and bottom of the map, trying to see if there's any hidden tech. With the overlord on the high ground there, not seeing any adepts on his way out. I think he knew it's pretty safe for him to send some scouting lings onto the map just to make sure he doesn't get tricked by anything. Overlord speed also on the way. Seems to be a pretty standard game so far.
Yeah.
Overlord speed first, the priority in, then Ling speed. So
That Overlord gonna get a nice scout off. Into the main. Not gonna find that much, in fact, not gonna find anything.
all the tech on King Console sitting in the wall.
Yeah.
He has got 4 gases, so I do wonder if he's going to see a robo behind this and what he's going to do with his gas income. James does have 3 overlords scouting overlords on the King Console side of the map. He does lose 1.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt him any second when he's gonna get supply, but actually... Just another Overlord finished. Although I wasn't very good for his supply. It was at the base finishing, I think it was the base finishing.
I think it was the third
A
base
third.
finishing in that triangle location. I have seen Zergs take the forward base, the forward mineral patch, just to get more creep spread heading, towards the approach.
Yeah.
But good to see him take the triangle base, which I think might be a little bit easier to defend.
Oh, it's like a little harder to connect and creep, I think. Oh, like, no. Oh, whatever.
Quite a few actually shooting sites in the middle of the map.
Working on those. It was a 6 additional game. King Console going ham on those gates right now. I would even say that feels like a lot of gates. Going after 9 already.
Starts 1-1 on the ground weapons, and charge for his Zealot, so I think he's gonna do a really strong, with the extra gateways, a really strong gateway pressure.
Yeah, like with like 9 gates. That sounds reasonable. 3 HP Overlord. Escaping for now. On the other side, J Priest going for a Roach Hydra composition.
Yep, yep. Which I don't mind
Just
at
Roach
all
really
against
different
the
now, but
main gateway-based army. He only has 1 Ravager so far, so I think those might be really important when it comes to surrounding the army and getting some balls on there.
yeah. He did see the army of King Console moving out with that changeling. So he should be somewhat alert to that rather large force of Protoss stepping onto his creep.
Always going to be
Firstly,
safe.
making sure there won't be any.
Yeah, King Console just lost that observer that was sitting at the top of his the top of the J Priest ramp, but J Priest does have some lings going for a counter attack. Let's see.
Oh, it's definitely nothing. I'd like to see them actually enter the base because the wall is very open,
And forces the recall.
forcing the recall on half the army. That bought him quite some time.
Yeah.
Because like with the force like this, King Console knows he has to retreat. Or wait for the rest of his army to come back. Also apparently you're very soft, so if you probably have to turn your volume up a little.
I have upped it a little bit, so hopefully that's better. If chat could give us some feedback. That
Cool.
observer that came with the army of King Console initially really did a lot to push back the creep of J Priest, and he hasn't made any new creep tumors there, so his vision is he'll only notice the
Oh yeah,
army on his doorstep right now with some Ravagers walking in. The counter attack is
now gonna actually start fighting.
the counter attack.
Bending.
Those Earthlings is in King Console's natural, but the main fight is happening here.
Finally some biots being thrown down. Doing quite some damage to the Stalkers. Like to see them a little more often. Nearly getting the surround with the Lynx there. Inflicting quite some damage on the retreating Stalkers. But another warp in round. Plus the Immortal arriving. Gives King Console a little more room to work with. Behind that, Binding Speed gonna finish in about 20 seconds, I think. But there aren't any more Banelings.
Whole round.
And
Roaches just touched for J Priest and
oh yeah, really nice taking down the Immortal.
yeah, target fire on that Immortal was really good. J Priest with a 40 army supply lead here, albeit mostly Roaches
Yeah,
and
I mean,
Ravages, but against Stalkers I don't fancy, I fancy those numbers quite a lot.
Yeah, and we have to remember King Console still on 2 base. The Priest having at least this 3rd base kind of running.
Half saturated on the full saturation gas, and
Yeah, gets the Warp Prism working in, warping in. And just jump on top of the rest of the Stalkers.
he'll clean this up quite easily. Takes a 4th base immediately.
Yeah,
Very
correct
well done
decision.
from J Priest.
And he should walk across the map now, honestly.
That
Well,
army
look if he
supply,
can.
70 army supply to the good of J Priest, and King Console taking a 3rd base, but I don't think he has anything
Need
to
more
defend
volume, by the way.
army coming across the map. 2 shield batteries being walked in at the top of the ramp, but not a good place for
I
those shield
just
batteries, and might be.
I was just told that a little more volume would be nice from your side.
Okay. J Priest pushing
But,
up the ramp here. And a couple of
because
links.
I'm just gonna tap out,
Yep.
bringing us to a 1-1. So we will see J Priest play again.
Good game out of both of them. I think losing that Warp Prism, and King Console might have just overstepped a little bit there with the Immortal, and I think if he had kept that Immortal alive and gotten a second one out of the Robo, he really would have had J Priest on the ropes there. Very well played though from both of them.
Yeah. So we're gonna see what the second player from Platoon is in a second or so. I hope they're gonna invite their players. We should get another game at some point.
With the 1v1 or kill format, the loser has the losing team has the next pick of the map, so it will be Platoon for the next map. They do get the next map pick, so
Also, they should get their second player
there
is
we go.
Hornet in Diamond 2. And again, he'll be playing against J Priest.
Yeah, who played really well in the last game, defending that pressure quite well, and Overlord speed, giving him the full scouts in the early game, I think definitely helped him set up for the mid-game push.
Yeah.
Very well done by him to tie up the score 1-1 and heading into our third game.
Exactly. We still do not know the map. Oh, we do. It's 2000 atmospheres. Again, Hornet from Platoon versus CSO's J Priest.
We have a ZVZ on our hands. Oof.
What the hell? Siri, shut the frick up. Hope you couldn't hear that.
What are your thoughts on ZVZ?
Oh, I like it. At least watching it is very funny. Yeah. Those ZVZ matches quite nice. In a best of one format like this. Also kind of expect some cheeses, but then that always depends on the mindset of the players.
I also think this format, not knowing who you're going up against, sort of leads you to have to prepare for all matchups. Not knowing exactly who you're going to be up against is
Yeah.
definitely, you know, your preparation has to be rather general rather than specific to a specific matchup. But let's introduce our players. In the bottom left hand corner, spawning in the yellow for Team Platoon, it is Hornet. And in the top right,
And, yeah, top right. We have for CSO and J Priest.
doing a little
Doing
extractor.
a little extractor thing.
I wonder if he missed
Which
his
I'm not-
initial overlord.
Oh, no. I don't think he missed it. Like, look at that pool timing.
Squeezing out the early pool. With I think Hornet just going for a standard hatch gas pool, it seems like.
Yeah. So an interesting cheese on our hands here. From the side of J Priest. Ooh. Well, what is this exactly? Like he has 100 gas now, starting his speed. Also getting the queen.
And if it was a full Zergling rush, you'd normally pull off the gas, wouldn't you? And have all your
Yeah,
drones
I
on
mean he
minerals.
does kind of pull off now. And he's fully saturated, so it's okay, I guess.
Hornet is going to scout the
But also
missing.
he doesn't send him across the map yet.
Hornet's
Which
going to scout the
seems an
missing
odd
hatch
choice.
now, and he needs to know something's up now. He's just seen that the hatchery's missing, and he fires up a
Yeah.
spine crawler in the natural mineral line.
Yeah, true. And at this point I wonder, J Priest gonna have 6 Zerglings. Has 6 Zerglings streaming across. Hornet's gonna have 6 as well. Now J Priest has speed, but with the spine crawler I don't think.
I don't think the speed helps. The spine crawler is only placed in the natural mineral line, so
Yeah, true, but like the numbers,
yeah, he commits in here with the Zergling.
not sure that'll work out. Obviously he's forcing a lot of links. And he's built quite some drones for himself. Where are those 22 drones on the worker tab? Oh, they're long distance mining, alright.
Hornet does have a baning nest coming up behind this, so he probably will get some defensive banes, which would do really well against the main Zergling pressure. I do wonder if that pressure from J Priest is just going to force out some defensive units for Hornet, and if he's just going to drone behind us with his second base. Pretty much done.
Yeah.
He does make 6 more Zerglings, so
Like,
I think he wants to keep the pressure up.
but then he also gets a third. And he's behind on drones quite a bit now. Like, okay, he's adding on 7 more.
I do like the double spine crawler placement from Hornet at the base of the ramp going up into his main. I don't know if that creates a full wall. It doesn't create a full wall, but I mean that's easily blocked with an evo chamber. He does add the evo chamber to create like almost like a funnel. So any lings or anything streaming into his, trying to get into his main will have to go through 2 spine crawlers and through a little choke point. I really like that setup.
Oh yeah. By the way, could you put up the score on the interface? It's shift for the upper player and control for the lower player.
There
So
we go.
shift 1 would make 1 for the player in the top. And control 1 would make 1 for the player in the bottom.
Thanks.
Cool.
There was a tasty
And to
bailing
say
connection there from Hornet at J Priest's third, and losing quite a few Zerglings there to that one baneling.
Yeah. It's also got his roaches now, they're starting up. Whereas Hornet already is building his Hydra then, so attack wise.
Going for the Hydra
Definitely
then,
ahead.
+1 melee.
Oh, interesting. By the way, I really wonder what J Priest is up to now. Once he's like... Okay, now he's building drones again. But he is 14 drones behind. Not having saturated his third base at all.
Hornet, 3/4 saturated on his third base, and the income definitely shows with him. I mean, almost 800 minerals a minute more.
Yeah.
The drone count, J Priest is catching up a bit, but there is still quite a lead in the favour of Hornet. Both players seem to be sitting back and taking up for the moment, and neither wanting to overextend.
Yeah, and like I'd say at the moment this will favor the player in yellow. Actually, the priest is catching up in drones.
Yeah, the works are even now.
Yeah, even build some more. I wonder if one of the players intends to take a fourth at some. Oh, never mind. One does intend to do so.
They both take the fourth base.
Okay, cool.
There's an overseer of Hornet coming in for a scout of the natural of J Priest. Or turns away, heading towards a third. Nope, going back into the main. We'll see if he gets a good scout off. He should get a full scout to see the infestation, but
Like that's probably the most important part. You also might spot the layer researching something. Burrow in this case.
I wonder if that's for burrowed roaches, or if there's just going to be some hidden burrowed banes around the map. And
I mean, with roaches, Burrow is quite strong. Both players now also going into lurkers, building the lurker den.
+1 on the way for Hornet. You can see J Priest already has +1 ranged attack, so I'm getting +1 carapace now. So
We see quite a few links from Hornet, who by the way has an insane map vision with all his overlords in there.
Our forces are under attack.
I think we should really appreciate that.
oh,
What, J Priest?
Hornet gets a lot of links.
Oh my!
Hornet gets some links into the main and the natural of J Priest, and takes down that infestation, but slowing down any hopes of getting to half anytime soon.
Oh yeah. So that was the reason his second bunch of links got blown up by 2 or 3 banelings.
Just outside the third base of J Priest.
Yeah.
I must have missed that, yeah.
But the links definitely did their job. But J Priest so far not even replacing the infestation pit. Maybe he hasn't quite noticed it's missing yet.
Hornet does have 6 lurkers on the way, and his hive is
Yeah,
about 1/3
his hive
finished. So
especially.
J Priest getting
J
some
Priest
lurkers.
taking some lurkers, gets the Ling run by to the fourth. Taking down a queen and spine maybe.
Pulls away, doesn't want to lose too much.
Yeah, probably the right decision. Rebuilds his infestation pit. And another bunch of drones. So that he doesn't fall behind. Hornet, who is already at 77 workers.
It's another bunch of Zerglings going into the main of J Priest right now.
Oh no.
Pick off another. Oh, it's got
And they will get the
infestation.
infestation pit again.
Yeah. This really hurting J Priest and stopping him from getting up to half. 5 banelings from Hornet trying to attack the 4th one. J Priest and get 7 drones for that.
Yeah, by the way, J Priest tried to instantly rebuild the infestation pit. But then too many units have walked through it.
And hasn't started
cancelling that process, and now the drone is just sitting there, and J Priest doesn't know that
it hasn't started yet. Yeah. So Hornet has fired up groove spawns. I think this is the groove spawns upgrade, and that'll give his lurker some extra range, noticeably extra range.
Yeah. The priest, meanwhile, gets a Spire.
And takes a 5th base.
Yeah, that's definitely a nice addition. As long as that doesn't get immediately cancelled by a bunch of lurkers, links, and hydras walking in.
He should get the counter on that.
Actually get the kill. Which, I mean, both players have a bit of money. But you don't like to see that. Some links making it into the 4th of J Priest. Unfortunately for him, there are lurkers lower there.
Yeah, 4 lurkers easily defend a Ling run bar, so there are 4 lurkers at the base of this ramp, at the base of J Priest's ramp, which is really making that hard to defend as Hornet pushes onto his 4th base.
Yeah, and he's building a bunch of mutas now. That's not gonna really help against Hydralists. Losing his 4th base to all those Hydras. Starts up his fire now. But he's in a very uncomfortable position. Honestly, Hornet could probably A-move in there, right? Maybe not.
He is loading up 3 dropper lords and at the 3 o'clock position. It seems like he's going to drop that into J Priest's main.
Yeah. That might be the nail in the coffin for the player in red. Now there's no anti-air there yet. But these wings.
The Lings of
actually
Hornet
not
do
doing
have
that much
adrenal.
damage. Yeah. Behind this though, Hornet another 17 Hydras. And the supply just
Hornet definitely building up a bank now, being maxed out completely.
yeah, the mutas will take down some lurkers.
J Priest
No,
losing
actually
another
some
7
lurkers up there. Now the Hydras are actually in not that big numbers. Probably not able to fight the... some more arrive. Hornet doesn't care though. Flying all of his mutas to the 4 o'clock position, 4th base at this 7 o'clock position. Hornet
doesn't have too much anti-air at the moment, so these mutas which are actually not a bad idea. He does have, I think, 6 lurkers sitting outside J Priest's 3rd base, really stopping him from taking his initial 4th base.
Like these Mutos are killing quite a bit of stuff.
Yeah.
9 spores. Not finishing now, some Hydras coming in. And Hydras deal insane damage versus Mutos.
That's a lot of mutas there.
Yeah, he's not really fighting with them though. He's just retreating. 6 lurkers burrowing behind the priest's third base. They might actually get the kill on that.
Yeah, I think they might just get the hat trick. One more shot.
Yeah, there we go. Third base down.
And JP Priest essentially reset to 2 bases.
Yeah, I mean he's getting a I guess now it's a third and fourth. He's triple expanding now. Including that re-expansion to his third.
Retaking the third, yeah. The muta pressure really did buy him quite a bit of time. But the bank for Hornet, I think, is
Yeah, helps
definitely-
him quite a bit.
Hornet now taking a 5th base, although J Priest does scout that with an Overlord station there. Pretty
The
good
question
CBZ
will be-
we have on our hands, yeah.
Yeah,
Hornet definitely in a commanding
Also-
position, but J Priest,
also I'm noticing neither of the players really on top of their creep spread.
getting I hadn't noticed, but Hornet has an Ultralisk cabin and he's getting the Ultralisk speed upgrade.
Oh yeah, he got that just like half a minute ago, so
There are 5 Vipers with this maxed out Hornet army pushing across the map as the mutas go in for what would be Hornet's 4th base.
yeah, there are 2 fourths now, and the Ultra Kevin is on the third or fourth, on the third of Hornet actually, forcing him to retreat his Hydras, and again some Mutas dying, and from what I can see, J Priest is not replacing those Mutas,
Little Ling
building
run
Hydras
bar on,
instead with all the money he has.
a Ling run bar on J Priest's 3rd does take out 14 drones, and Hornet with almost double the worker supply here and almost maxed out again. Still with a huge bank.
Yeah, that bank really giving him a nice position. One J Priest just struggling to somehow stay in. Parasitic bomb on all of the mutas. Killing quite a few actually, and badly bruising the rest. Obviously mutas regening quite quickly.
The main army of
Yeah.
Hornet pushing into this 3rd base once again. And I think this might just be the... Although J Priest does have a bit of an army here. Baneling's doing really good against Hydras, but there's just not enough.
Yeah, again parasitic bombs on the rest of the mutas. J Priest supply dwindling down. Hornet now doubling in the supply department and just pushing through. I don't think J Priest has any more chance on this.
46 Zerglings and 6 Ultralisks in the production tab for Hornet. I mean, he's still got
Oh yeah, that's...
GG.
he's rich.
GG.
He doesn't need it though. Platoon
And Hornet
going up 2-1.
Yeah, Hornet giving Team Platoon the lead. The 19-minute CVZ. Very well done there by Hornet. Resetting that infestation pit, I think it was 3 times, was it? He reset that infestation pit and kept J Priest on Latek, where he himself went up to Hive and got the seismic spawns and on the lurkers. Really helped him, play a more comfortable game with J Priest being reset the whole time and having to go back to make that. Very well done by Hornet.
Yeah, true. Now we'll have to see what the next player for CSO will be. Actually, I can check that. Scrolling it, I should really keep that open. It's gonna be Blade. From Berserker marking for CSO. It looks like. Obviously also a regular in CSO tournament etc. And let's see what he can do. Can you bring it back? I guess we'll see. Once the lobby is being created. CSO has the map pick on this one. No, I obviously don't know. What that map will be.
It is a CSO pick, so we're just waiting for a lobby link and we'll find out the map pick as soon as the players are ready.
Yeah. Alright, gonna be Jagannatha.
The mercenary Blade playing for Team CSO against the winner of the last match, Team Platoon's Hornet.
Yeah. Another no wait. Blade is Rotos, right?
Protoss, I think.
No, Blade is Terran apparently. Oh, Protoss. No, wait. Looks like he's Protoss. Yeah, okay, I was right. So another PVZ. We've had one of those. No, wait, we did.
Yep, yeah, we did
Yeah,
have
we
a
did.
PVC earlier, yeah.
Yes, we did. So, go from both players. And
A diamond
let's have a look.
PVZ should be pretty good.
Yep. Jagannatha. Are we in? Right. Here we go.
Do you want to introduce our Zerkler?
Yeah. Spawning on the top right. We've just seen him win against CSO's J Priest. Playing for Platoon, we have Hornet.
And in the bottom left, the mercenary playing for Team CSO. It is Blade. Let's get the scores in. With the Pylon Scout, he sends the probe across the map, and I think that's just to block the natural of Hornets, although...
Yeah, well... Might arrive a little late, though.
Oof.
Unsuccessful with that block, if he intended it to be one.
This will be a interesting PVZ, I think, with both players being in a Diamond League. So we'll see if there's any meta that plays out in this. cheeky nibble at one of the probes. Forcing us. Oh, there's the spawn ball. With a hatch gas pool opener. Pretty standard out of Hornet. Blade going for a gateway expand. All things pretty standard so far.
Yeah,
No hidden pylons.
nothing really big to say about it.
Yeah, second pylon in the main, and don't think there's going to be too many early game shenanigans here. Blade chrono boosting the first adept, and there's a Stargate hiding in the back of it, back of the main.
Yeah. I have only one theory of what that could point to, and it's the Southwood Void and ends on Ray. Well, let's see if Blade wants to confirm that. There we go. The Void Ray.
The adept gonna shade on into the main, pulling the Zerglings back. No, decides to duck off behind the natural mineral line, and Hornet pulling a few drones, hoping that Blade finishes the shade to get the wrap around and deny a bit of map presence there. But Blade cancels the shade and keeps the adept alive.
Yeah, probably the right decision from him. Void Ray will annihilate that Overlord from Hornet. Blade supply block right now until that pylon here finishes up. While supply blocking Hornet quite hard.
Yep. Losing
He
that
just
second
queued up
scout.
a lot of drones. Did build an Overlord, and an Overlord of his got killed. Builds one Overlord now, that's not gonna be enough. Yeah, he's
It's going to
gonna
lose
have a
another
supply
Overlord
problem
that's
for a few seconds.
in the middle of the map. Blade getting a third base and going across the map with these two Void Rays.
He's got another Overlord. Forcing Hornet to build more and more. Only now spawn additional Overlords and supply blocking him. The Void Rays will look like they want to get a queen, and actually they get it.
Yeah.
The other one didn't have a transfuse and will die as well.
Third Void Ray
Sheesh.
dropping the initial two and catching some transferring drones as well. That's 4 drones going down.
Yeah, this queen might have a transfuse any second, but there's nothing to transfuse. Well, it could transfuse that spore, decides not to.
And he'll lose
I
this
will
queen.
die. This is going very successful for CSO's Protoss player here.
Yeah. 2 more queens show up and they might be able to get one Void Ray. They do, but a third one shows up.
Yeah,
Blade's still able to put pressure on with 3 Voids.
he got so many queens with these, like 7 queens have died in this game already. Queen number 8
About to go down.
is, yeah, falls here.
There are 11 Hydras.
Some more spore crawlers. It's a disaster for Hornet.
Definitely not able to keep his third base pretty secure. There are Hydralisks about to pop for Hornets.
Yeah, they should turn things around. Another queen. But if the Hydras pop one by one, might get taken down.
does
Void Rays
manage to keep
decide
that
to.
third base alive, which is pretty important. Hornet is
Yeah.
down 16 workers right now.
And now it's Blade, who decides to throw away 3 of the Void Rays. By fighting the Hydras, which have grouped together.
+1 missile
well.
on the way. For the Hornets.
They were very successful though.
There's a Robo Bay on the way for Blade, so I wonder if he'll be going into Disruptors or if that's for Colossus. With the Hornet taking the 4th base in the top left hand corner. Making a bunch of lings, and I wonder if he expects a bit of ground pressure right now, or if those are just going to be defensive lings. Nothing showing yet from Blade's side, so 6 more drones on the way as he tries to get his economy back.
Yeah. 9 queens have died. 9 queens. 14 drones don't even look that much
Yep.
in that context.
Another group of 3 voids are on their way to what would be Blade's 5th. They should get a kill on this hatch immediately. Yeah, that's a kill.
Oh,
Cancel.
yeah. Really nice.
It is a disruptor out of that Robo Bay. Oh, the Robo Bay. Disruptor on the way. As he takes the 4th base, as the Blade takes the 4th base in the bottom right hand corner. Some lings do push across the map to see if they can pressure. Maybe get a run
Yeah,
by.
but that's only
But,
a scouting force looking at the numbers.
oof.
Actually, that's some Banelings getting caught. Try to morph and get a nice Bane.
Good catch there by Blade.
And then, yeah, really nice catch.
With 5,
Well done.
6 void rays on the map, make that 7 voids. I wonder if this is going to be a mainly void ray disruptor play out of the Protoss player Blade. Seems to be got another disruptor just popped and another one on the way. So that's up to 4. He'll be up to 4 disruptors and quite formidable. We'll see if Hornet can split against the Purification Novas.
Yeah. Also get the Void Rays
Yeah, 7.
getting a nice little run by. And another cancel on the 4th. I'll make their way into the main, but will all die if they don't make it out there immediately.
Yeah. Good Hydralisk presence there. Hydralisks do have +1, so
And I deal quite some damage.
the morphing banelings of Hornet getting caught again on the lower right side of the map. Really hurtful. As Blade has really secured his 4th base in the bottom right hand corner with cannons and shield batteries. Got a little bit of army presence protecting his 3rd, and he seems to be doing really well at establishing bases and keeping them up and running, with Hornet not being able to do any sort of pressure. The Void keeping majority of Hornet's army back at home. Still only 7 Voids.
A
2
small
carriers on the way.
Baneling run by. Banelings do not have their +1 melee upgrade.
I think
Oh,
they've got
+2
+1.
melee.
They don't have +2. Yeah, which would
Yeah,
enable
they
it.
don't have +2.
Yeah,
I mean,
+2 with
I
one-shot
would-
probes.
yeah. By
Blade going up to 5 bases.
what now?
These two overlords of Hornet will spot the void rays on the left hand side of the map and give them an early warning as to where those voids are actually situated, but 2 spore crawlers and a queen probably not enough to push back 7 voids, so good marker on that one.
Just gonna melt. Just gonna melt through there. Melting through the base! Holy, and now gonna run from the Hydras. Flux Wains have finished if I'm not mistaken. I'm making these void rays super quick on the retreat. And they might accidentally even catch another big run by.
Yeah,
Or whatever this was supposed to be, getting those Banelings.
Oh, slow bait.
Juicy, juicy.
Centrifugal hook's about to finish 5 seconds out, so
Yeah, that was a lot of gas that just got.
little stalker hit squad now trying to pick off some zerglings, but there's some drones. Good target fire on those drones. No, he's going to use the stalkers, so getting 7 drones.
Yeah, well, that's nice. Also forcing an army. And obviously the main thing was freeing up the supply
Yeah.
to go towards those carriers. 2 of which are starting now. Gonna walk
Plus
more
2.
stalkers across the map,
Yeah, plus 2 air weapons on the way.
sacrificing them. Some lurkers are getting built. Oh no!
Lurks are no good against the
I don't think
Stargate.
Hornet knows about the carriers.
No, not at all. 10
No,
lurkers on.
he's scouted nothing. Like, I think Blade seeing all the lurkers move, morph.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the
He's gotta feel pretty
vision of
confident.
Hornet, he hasn't seen the 4th or the 5th base of Blade. Actually hasn't seen anything though. The last scout to the main he got was that initial scout to the Stargate. So,
Yeah. Scouting, honestly not too amazing on either side, but this is quite a Protoss force right here. Also lots of storms available in this army.
quite a few
If
purification
you can
novas
get
as well.
some night storms there. The Raptor shooting, getting 2 lurkers immediately.
Those-
Huge storms on the Zerg army, oh my. Carrier's gonna do the rest, it looks like.
I
The
do
Raptor's
think that,
firing again, but
I think he lost all of the Hard Templars pushing up into
yeah. Doesn't matter though. GG.
too much Protoss and map. That was map number 5 in favor of Team CSO.
Yeah. Wait, map number 5?
I think so.
Wasn't that map number 4? Am I stupid?
I think it was map number 5.
Alright. Well, I'm kind of confused now, but
Was it not?
what I do know is that Blight's gonna play a second game. And he'll play against to be determined.
Yeah, still waiting for Platoon to
Waiting for the players.
put in their next player. They do have the map pick this time around, so
Alright, their player will be Terra.
The map will be Beckett Industries.
Yeah. By the way, if someone can... Never mind, I didn't notice the point on that. Not far in, given the 2 minutes delay. Blade versus Terra will be a
CVP
diamond
again, I
versus
think.
diamond level
Yeah.
game. And once we get the lobby sorted, we should be going anytime soon. Soon TM, that is.
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm in a lobby and did no players being swapped around, so
Yeah, I should get started at some point. Yeah, really, why?
I think we're just gonna remake this lobby.
Oh, wrong map.
Ah, that's wrong. Wrong map.
We're gonna go Lightshade instead of Beckett. That should probably cause some of the confusion there. And then we'll be able to hopefully get this game going.
Yeah. Not the ZVP.
Yeah, getting the players from and the readies from the players. There we go. And gonna hop in.
Our third ZVP for the day.
Yeah.
We're still young. What the first map of the day being PvP, I think we're yet to see a Terran in today's team league.
Alright. We're in. Finally. So let's introduce the players. I forgot to score. I'm so confused with the maps right now. Anyway, spawning in the top left. For Platoon, it's Terra.
And in the bottom right of team of Lightshade, playing for Team CSO, it is the mercenary Blade, blue Protoss player.
Another ZVP on our hands.
This time
Not
instead he
likely,
sends a probe out, even earlier than he did the last game. Definitely trying to get that hatchery block. And
Yeah,
force Berserk to
wasn't
take-
too successful last time. Does get it this time.
and
Terra doesn't even try.
just gonna go ahead and take his third base at, I think, the less common third base location. Most Zergs, I think, take this triangle the triangle located base here. But Terra opting to go like vertically down and take the third base. I thought it would be like the 8 o'clock position.
Yeah.
Blade gonna open up pretty standard. Gateway expand. I think into Cybercore. Yeah, well, there it is. So pretty standard so far. Not gonna take too many risks, I think, in the tournament, and that probe of Blade just sitting at the ramp leading out of the what would be the natural of Terra. I think trying to see if there's any early lings coming out after having blocked that
Yeah.
hatchery.
Sees nothing though. Terra builds 4 links, but that's a normal count. Gets a speed,
Keeps all
a depth, and a Stargate behind this.
Terra keeps all 3 drones in gas. So I do wonder what
I suspect we're gonna have some more Void Rays.
both players' units crossing in the middle of the map on move command and need to actually
No, they don't care about each other.
make
Terra this time,
exchanges.
by the way, going for overload speed. Oh no, not Terra this time, but Terra going for overload speed. Potentially having seen
Does get a full scout off of the main of Blade with an overlord, and some lings getting into the natural and the main pulls that adept of Blade all the way back. So some lings getting in there definitely throwing Blade a little bit off with his adept pressure as the third base of Terra is about to finish up. The adept's going to poke up into the main and get a scout.
might get a kill or two. Two drones, 3 drones. That's actually very nice.
That's pretty good.
A 4th one? Oh, okay. Doesn't get the 4th one. It just doesn't make it out, but
3
3
drones,
drones for one adept. That's nice.
Not bad, not bad. Void Ray on the way for Blade, so Overlord speed
Yeah,
does
and then the
finish up,
second one,
and
actually.
the Overlord coming in for what is a confirmation of the Void Ray.
Yeah, actually losing that Overlord supply blocks Terra, and he's rebuilding 1 at the moment. If he loses the second one though, which Blade should have scouted earlier, then gonna be even more supply blocked.
Pretty heavily supply blocked with only 2 on the way now, so want to take him out of the supply block and then
Yeah. He's thinking ahead though, building a few more OVs behind that.
he has 3 queens here at his third base, so that should be enough to push back these 2 Void Rays.
Recalling the Void Rays to get the Overlord.
Terra coming in with another Overlord scout. He did see the gateways earlier, but I think this was just another confirmation of the upgrade happening on the Twilight, and I think he's expecting some gateway pressure now.
Yeah.
A Warp Prism on the way for
Probably
Blade, so
does.
looks like he wants to really put some pressure on the Zerg player with the Hydra Den. Only on the way now, does yeah.
Together with the Baneling Nest.
Terra didn't build any roaches at all, so this will be a, I think, Hydraling Bane defense. And Terra opting to go for a very forward 4th base. Down here in the bottom left hand corner, not the one right.
Oh yeah. Interestingly, he hasn't taken that other potential 3rd base
In the
at all yet.
location. Yeah.
Yeah.
Blade with a big move out now.
Which-
Double the army supply of Terra, and I don't think Terra has anything
I
to...
mean, he's committing quite hard into this push, having cut his probes. And 38 versus Terra,
This is the first...
very healthy, over 50. And this will make its way in. Getting 2 queens already. Slaughtering some of the drones, overlords. There is a supply block, but that doesn't matter since he's losing units everywhere.
Some zealots warp in into the main of Terra, and that's really gonna get stuck into those drones there. 10 drones going down so far.
Oh yeah, and more to come. These zealots probably gonna take out a few lings as well. 22 drones falling. He definitely got his money worth out of this push. Also forced out quite some units.
And still, those zealots in the main still going ham on those zerglings. Oof. 23 drones going down.
Yeah, Stalkers now. Again, looking for a way in, eating some Banes.
Blade gonna go for the Baning Nest. I think that Baning speed was
Yeah.
still on the way. Or, yep. I think he denies the Baning speed.
That's very nice also. Obviously can't build any more Banelings, which would be really helpful.
Yeah, the Zergling's just not doing
And
really
that's
well
good
against the
reaction for
Zealots
Terra.
anymore. Now that the Zealots are clear though. Now the warping of Zealots and most of the Hydras going down. The units tab look like 4 Hydras, no Zerglings.
Yeah, Terra is basically dead.
Not looking good here for the red Protoss player from Platoon. For GG. I think the mass gateway pressure from Blade just too much then. I don't know how many Zealots were warped in now. I did see him warp in 3 Zealots, put them in the warp prism and then head up to the main base, so he must have done at least 1 full warp in. I think he had 6 gates, so 9 Zealots in the main was enough to wreck. I mean, 22 drones he got out of that drop in the main, and that's, I think, really what set Terra back there. GGWP called by Terra, and was a good game. Just too much Protoss.
Yeah, it
I
really
think.
was. Considering it was a CVP.
He did get a good scout to
Well,
the main the
kinda nice.
first time to see all the.
Tavo really seems to like this Protoss brethren. Also, I've heard somewhere in the news that PvP is a very exciting matchup. And fun to watch. I think he agreed to that yesterday.
I do think that concludes our tournament. Or maybe not.
Oh
Might
yeah.
be wrong. I think that was the. Yeah, that was the 4th game, the 6th game, and it was a 4-2 victory in favor of Team CSOs, with Blade getting 2 wins at the end there. Yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Thank you Team Platoon for coming and giving us a best shot, giving Team CSO a run, and yeah, like, well done to the players. Thanks for everyone showing up, and good luck for the next tournament, everybody.
Yeah.
GX, thanks for joining me.
Was a lot of fun.
And look forward to casting with you again next time.
Alright. And obviously, the mandatory shout out to the
Sponsors.
Trovo channel here.
Yeah.
If you haven't already, you can following the channel would be very appreciated. And yeah, no one from my side.
Thank you once again.
Yeah, so yeah.